So before jumping into solving this live guesstimate in this session, first we need to understand what assumptions we were considering. So there are a couple of assumptions which we need to consider. The first is only buses that are operating will be considered. We will not consider those buses who are lying idle in the depot. The second assumption would be only working population using buses will be considered. We will not consider those population including students, adults, and senior citizens. The third assumption would be our calculation will be based upon the buses running on normal weekday morning. We will not consider the buses count on the weekends and night hours. Next assumption would be each DTC bus will carry the passenger count of 45. Okay. And thereafter, the last assumption which we are considering here is that high income people who are belonging to upper middle class and upper class, they don't prefer to travel via buses. They used to travel via auto rickshaw or their own luxury cars because they have the higher paying capacity and they can prefer to travel via their own vehicles and auto rickshaws. So these are the 5 assumptions we will consider while solving the guesstimate. Now let's look at our calculation method. So what will be our approach? So the first is we need to consider the total population of Delhi as 1.9 crore. Okay. Now, based upon this population, we will bifurcate into first with the help of the age. Then we will bifurcate into the income group. And then we will bifurcate with respect to their preferred mode of transportations. Thereafter, we will consider that lower income population will prefer buses as compared to the cycle and metro. Means they travel via cycle and metro also, but they will give more weightage to travel via buses because of longer distance. Buses are the cheapest mode of transportation. Next, majority of the middle income who are belonging to middle class family, they will prefer to travel via motorcycle and metro because they can also afford to travel with these mode of transportation. Means lesser weightage they will give to the traveling via DTC buses. Next is the buses count. So our buses count, or you can say eligible buses count, will be based upon the total target population of the buses on normal weekday divided by 45, because each bus is having 45 passengers. So if you divide by 45, then it will give you the total buses count. Thereafter, we will consider that at any moment only 10% of the total target population will travel via buses, because entire population will not travel at the same time across any buses. So only 10% of the total population will travel via buses. And lastly, there are 2 types of buses are there in Delhi, private as well as DTC. So DTC buses constitutes about 70%. So 70:30 ratio we will consider for the DTC buses. So these are the assumptions and the calculation approach. So let's solve our guesstimate now. I am opening the Excel sheet for you. So I hope the Excel sheet is visible to you. Okay, so let's begin now. So first we need to write a number of people using buses in Delhi. Okay, so that's how we will begin at the top side. Okay, so now based upon this total population, we will first bifurcate based upon the age. So there are 3 categories are there. First is students and children and students. Okay. So children and students are the first category. The second category would be working population, working population. And lastly, we will be having senior citizen. So these are the 3 broader categories we are considering. Okay. Now, in this calculation approach, we will not consider children and students because they are traveling by their school buses as well as their institution buses. And we will not consider the senior citizen also, because they used to travel with their children, or they are traveling via their own private vehicles or auto rickshaw. So they will not travel via DTC buses. Okay, so these are the assumptions we are first considering. So we will focus only on working population. So in this working population, now we will divide into the total age. This working population we are mentioning as 1.9 crore of this total population. No, not 1.9 crore. 1.9 crore is the total Delhi population. So working population, children and students. Now what will be the percentage of this? So percentage will be based upon the number of years. So 0 to 20 years. This is the age category. This is 21 to 60 years. And this will be 61 to 100 years, consuming that average life expectancy age is 100 years. Okay, so that's how we are considering these three categories. So what will be the bifurcation here? What is the percentage? So if you take here the percentage, it will be comes out to be 0.4. It will be comes out to be 0.2. If you take divided by with respect to the working population, this constitute about 0.4, or rather you can write it as 40%. This will be considered as 20%, and this will be considered as 40% of the total population based upon the age segment we are considering. Now this working population we will bifurcate into three different categories. First is we are considering as low income, then we will consider as middle income, and then we will consider as high income. Okay, so three bifurcations we are considering based upon the age for working population: low income, middle income, and high income. Now, what will be the percentage of this? So low income people considering around 40% of the total age group. Middle income, again, it is 40%. And high income is just 20%, because it constitutes around upper middle class and upper class. So 20% for high income, 40% for middle income, and 40% for low income. Now let's again bifurcate with respect to preferred mode of transportation. So low income people generally prefer via three different mode of transportation: cycle, then they will travel via buses, and then they will also travel via metro. Okay, coming to the middle income, they will prefer to travel via two-wheeler. They will also prefer to travel via bus, and they will also prefer to travel via metro. Whereas high income, they used to travel via three-wheeler or auto or cars. Okay, and they will also prefer to travel via metro also. Most of the people are also prefer to travel via metro. Now we will not consider this high income slab, because none of the high income people will prefer to travel via bus, because they have high paying capacity. So definitely they can prefer to travel via these three mode of transportation. So coming to the bifurcation of this one, how much percentage of the people are traveling via cycle, bus, and metro for low income as well as for the middle income? So let's understand that. So low income category people, they have traveling, 20% people will travel via cycle, then 20% via metro, because metro for the longer route it is costly, and remaining 60% will be traveled via buses. That is a bifurcation for low income. Coming to the high income, for the high income we are not considering at all. because they prefer 50% via car and 30% via metro and remaining 20% via auto. That percentage we are not considering at all. So we will mark as a red here. Okay. Now coming to the middle income. So what will be the category for middle income here? So the middle income two-wheeler percentage will be 30%, because 1/3 of the people use to prefer via two-wheeler who cannot purchase the car. And for the metro, they used to travel around 40% of the population, because this working population used to travel sometime for longer distances. So for the longer distance, metro will be the cheapest mode of transportation. For the buses, rest will be your 30%. So this is how their preferred mode of transportation. So what all will be considered? We will consider only this population, mark as a green, and for this, the people who are traveling via buses. So 30% for middle income and 60% for the low income, we will consider it. So now, how you will calculate here is, let's understand. So people travel via buses regularly will be based upon equal to. Now please understand the formula we are applying here is, let me write down here. So first multiply by total number of buses of low income. So 0.6 into 0.4 plus 0.3 buses into total 0.4 population of this one, bracket close, multiplied by 40% of the working population, because you don't consider children and the senior citizen here. So again multiplied by 0.4 because it is 40%, and then multiplied by total population, it is 1.9 crore. 1.9 crore. Okay, that comes out to be 0.2736. 0.2736. So this will be in the crores of the total people who are actually traveling via buses regularly. Okay. Now if you multiply it by this into crore into total population, so it comes out to be total, it comes out to be 2736000. So I am converted crore into real number. Okay. So now we have considered at any given time total number of buses, total number of population, how many traveling in a bus at any given time. People travel via bus is equal to 10% of this one. So this population multiplied by 0.1. So 10% of the people are actually traveling via buses. Okay, at a given point of time. Now coming to number of buses. So you need to divide this total population who are actually traveling via buses at a given time divided by 45. So in one bus, maximum 45 people are traveling via buses. Now these are the total number of buses are there. Now coming to last approach, number of DTC buses. The number of DTC buses ratio was 70:30. 70 is DTC, 30 is for the private. So take 70% of this one. So multiplied 0.7. That comes out to be 4256. So these 4256 will be the final count of this total number of DTC buses in Delhi. So that's how we have solved the guesstimate. Hope you have understood this guesstimate, how we have considered the assumptions, how we have calculated in a step-by-step approach, and finally we have arrived at the number that is 4256.